Hello, Jessica Frost Ballas here for Waffle Flower, and today I'm going to share a fun way to use up your cardstock scraps with a trendy new herringbone panel die. So let's get started. First, I've die cut the herringbone panel die twice from white cardstock. Since it's an intricate die, I do use my metal shim to help with all the tiny cuts. Even so, most intricate dies will still have little bits and pieces of cardstock stuck to the die, and I like to take an extra step or two to get rid of those slivers. I'm working over a piece of colored cardstock so you can actually see everything coming off the die. First, I take a stiff, cheap paintbrush and brush it all over the back and front of the die in all directions, working the bristles through all the small openings. This just helps loosen up any stray bits. You can also use a Swiffer cloth for this step, though I find that picking out the loose hairs from the Swiffer can almost be more annoying than the stray paper bits. Once I've done that, I take a regular nail file and use it to clean up the edges of the die. I can also rub it against any of the openings in the die to really make sure the stray bits are dislodged. Some intricate dies will have more stray bits than others, but I like taking an extra minute or two to clean them up to give your finished card a really clean look. Then I use my MISTI to stamp the sentiments from Herringbone Sentiments onto the center of my panel with VersaFine and heat emboss it with clear embossing powder. The sentiments in this set are perfect for holidays or everyday use. Next, I've gathered scraps of cardstock in a variety of colors. My first card is a rainbow palette. Each scrap is trimmed to 5 1/4 by a hair over 3/16 of an inch. The opening in the die is about 3/16 wide, so allowing the scrap to be slightly wider ensures that I won't have any gaps. I apply adhesive to the top, bottom, and center of the herringbone panel, and then adhere each strip to the adhesive. It's easy to adhere one end of the strip and then use the die as a guide for laying down the full strip. Once I've adhered each strip, I carefully apply adhesive to the back of the strips and then adhere the panel to a card base. Since the strips aren't really adhered in the middle, you just want to be careful not to tear them when you're laying down the adhesive. Next, I repeat the process for more of a traditional Christmas card with red and green strips. But really, the sky is the limit for these cards. Different color combinations, changing the pattern order of the strips, using a single ombre color blend. Lots of fun ways to use up those cardstock scraps that I'm sure you've got in your craft room too. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, have a fantastic day, and happy crafting. Bye!